Hey CDA, and welcome back to Corsair Cove, where I now have 4 fully upgraded tier 4 ships, and that means we're going to go on a spree to complete as many events as I can. So here's the plan. I'm actually gonna go and send my ships mostly to the same-ish areas. Now, and this looks like a little bit weird maybe, but that's because I actually need to open up these areas, because I can't send out my ships to a random position on the map. I actually need to assign them a goal. And, well, I'm running out of stuff to do over here on this island, but this will let us push on to the next one. It's also worth noting that I currently start at 0 coin. We only have 100 drifters left, and we need to get all the wine and tobacco that we can. Well, the tobacco is okay, but I'm only down to 5k wine, which feels a little bit low for my comfort. Okay, well, first up, there's a dread whale in my way. That's gonna give us a little bit of stuff to sell, as well as my first coins. We plunder a town along the way, getting some more stuff to sell, as well as some coin. We're gonna visit the House of Cards in order to gain a lot of money, at least that's the plan. So let's see, let's make a massive bet and with a 90% chance to win. Let's see, that is 400 coin, that's massive. And I think that will just take that. We also fish up a whole bunch of people from the sea near the Bastille. It's also time to start clearing out some of these quests around Port Concordat. Now this is going to give me a whole bunch of wine, which is very convenient, some black powder, some drifters as well apparently, and a quest chain to get some more wealth points. Also, very important, we are gonna finally give Jefferson some time to heal. This was the pick captain, and I had to store up some herbs to do exactly that, but we should be able to do that now. Jefferson seems apathetic until we find a small remote island where other pigs dwell. Without hesitation, he runs off to join his new tribe. We hear the unruly sound of his singing long after we part, and we get some cohesion for that. Well, not exactly the end I was hoping for, but it is going to be enough for now. Well, let's keep exploring, because we have some other regions that we want to explore as well. And of course, don't forget, this completes the quest chain, which gives us another 3 wealth principal points. And we also kidnap a governor, and that's gonna be a pretty profitable business actually. Let's see, is there a follow-up mission to that, or was that just the mission altogether? Well, I think it is, so let's go raid another town. Oh, hold on, it was a little bit too soon. There was a new quest popping up, the next step on the plan. We find Grammond in the middle of a heated argument with a nasty-looking ruffian. As the man leaves, we notice a golden chain around his wrist. Back already, Garment. Did you get him? Of course, now what? Of course, what was that about? Well, of course, now what? Next step, right? Now we collect our coin and everyone gets their share. Okay. Oh, well, I guess we're off to the ransom. And while we do that, we have 2 new zones to uncover.
Folklore claims the kingdom of the merfolk is located deep below this atoll. This is a dangerous place, unless you have fins.
Interesting.
Some people claim the merfolk are just a legend, a tale born from manatee sightings or some similar tribe. True sailors know better.
Sometimes, when the water is still, you can even get a glimpse of their great cities in the depths of the sea. So much treasure just out of reach.
Looks quite beautiful, to be honest.
Some kind of treaty with the Mermaid Queen. But since the tribe alliance's foundation, I hear things have soured.
Some claim the queen is as tall as a ship's mast. Her unfathomable beauty would drive any beholder to madness, man and woman alike.
Oh, we get to pick again. We try to appease the ire of the merfolk, and we get a seafaring points, or we try to offer our support to the tribes. Honestly, at this point we have quite a few empire points, weirdly enough. So maybe we go down this route? I don't know. I don't think it really matters, but I could check this out actually. So if we look at the overview, 19, 14, 15, 16. But this is just the deeds completed. That doesn't really say anything about the compass. Can I check how many points I have in the direction? Yeah, I can actually. We have 19 in this direction. Hold on. I need to go somewhere where we haven't unlocked everything yet. 26 in the notoriety direction. Okay. We have 23 in the direction of Empire, and then only 19 in seafaring. Yeah, so seafaring and wealth are apparently our lowest ones. So these are the ones we should be focusing on if we kind of want to balance everything out. What's also interesting to note is that this is definitely a higher level zone. We have level 5 quests popping up, level 4 quests being the baseline. So yeah, we also have quite a few just unranked things that we can pick up on, and we also have a friendly port, which is quite convenient because, well, actually it's not super convenient because it's quite a way out. Okay, I was hoping this was a little bit closer to the other locations, but you know, we can also start to open up some of these quest lines. Meanwhile, down south we have yet another zone to open up.
Even all the might of the crown can't suppress freedom everywhere in the Seven Seas. We are proof of that. Calico Lagoon is another. This is a haven for those who reject the rules and laws of the so-called civilization.
Mm-hmm.
The smugglers of the Golden Chain have chosen this
Oh, that's actually kind of beautiful.
as the linchpin of their network.
Aye, that always struck me as an odd choice. There must be more to it than just being far from the crown's prying eyes.
The local buccaneers have joined forces and now style themselves as the Republic of Swines. One of the few places where one can be truly free.
Nice people, if you don't mind the smell.
Okay, well, let's check all of this out. So we have only level 3 and 4 quests, so that's kind of nice. We have several events that we can probably use to get some more of those points. Yeah, it really feels like we're getting into a bit of a motion between clearing out a lot of these quests, getting a whole lot of gold and drifter, so we can then build up our base, and then use that to strengthen our ships and kind of repeat that process. Kind of makes sense, but I wasn't aware really of that push and pull kind of system until I just realized that that was exactly what we were doing. We have so many more zones to actually explore. I might just go out and do that as we are clearing some of these zones. I'm gonna skip a little bit ahead because I'm going to be clearing so much of these things. Let me just show you the end result. And just as I say that, I realized that this is probably going to unlock us a new captain. So let me at least kind of focus on who Chen Pei Hong is, the Black Swan. A pirate from the distant seas is currently the guest of the Republic of Swines. That young woman is rapidly building a reputation as a daredevil and a troublemaker. She calls herself the Black Swan, a good pirate name. Sounds like our kind of pack captain. We should meet her. Yep, definitely. And we're told we'll find the Black Swan in a tavern frequented by hardened buccaneers. Apparently she spends her time picking up fights and issuing challenges.
The Black Swan. You will remember my name, even if I have to make you.
Okay then. A Spitfire, if there ever was one, the Black Swan sizes up and snarls. You're the pirates who have their own island? I'm not impressed. You're no better than the so-called swines of this lagoon. It seems to earn the Black Swan's respect you have to best her in some way. It's a race then, with a buried treasure as the prize. Or challenge the Black Swan to this seafaring contest. Or challenge the Black Swan to a battle of wits. This feels like this is gonna give us some seafaring points, so let's go for that option.
You must have a death wish. I accept.
Okay then. Well, the seafaring contest is over here and actually requires a prowler, which is exactly what Jonah is currently, I was about to say driving, but he's obviously not driving anything, but we can send him over to complete that quest right away. Looks like the guy that hired us to abduct the governor is now trying to double-cross us. Now, well, we're just gonna kill the two-faced scoundrel and keep everything and start a new quest for some wealth points as well. And completing the quest that gave us not only gives us those principal points, but it also involved us getting a whole bunch of gold, which is actually doubled because we did it with Raven. Oh, and apparently it starts another quest, and that is going to allow us to pick between wealth and empire points again. We're gonna put in a new governor of our own choice, but I'm just gonna go for another couple of wealth principal points.
Let's make the Seven Seas tremble and etch our names in the Book of Legends.
Nice! We just got another captain to add to our roster. In the meanwhile, we're trying to uncover a smuggler's secret, and again we get to pick between seafaring and wealth. I guess this time around we're gonna go for some seafaring points. Oh, storyline. I guess there's some epic music playing in the background that I am overruling by means of the manual music I put behind you to not scare you to death with all of the different cuts that I put in the recording. But let's see, we have a timed quest apparently where we need to do 4 different things. The Golden Chain crew, the Tribal Lines crew, the Coast crew. Okay then. They're holding on for now. We must act fast. Oh, we need to snap them out of the sea? Is that what we're doing? Oh, okay then. Well, they're all very close by, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I hope, assuming we don't get interrupted along the way. We saved the fancy smugglers from becoming fish food. Okay, still you saved us from a total loss. The chain will send their regards. That's 500 coin, wow.
Any and all sparks of rebellion must be extinguished, just like so.
Okay.
Very good, sir.
Amara and the Admiral still are not happy about us.
It is time we discuss your reassignment. Let the sharks clean up the rest.
Well, we're gonna deal with that captain sooner or later, but in the meanwhile, we're gonna apparently fish out the daredevils and get some naval guns as well.
They've killed them all.
There might still be survivors.
We're fishing them up as we speak. Okay, we're gonna get 1,000 sabers. I don't know what these are. Well, they're an upkeep resource, I guess, for more advanced crew, but starting off with 1,000 sounds like a good plan. And the last one is actually going to give us a advanced construction resource as well, because, well, we're gonna get 250 Jolly Rogers out of this. Seems our governor-to-be actually wants to be a pirate himself as well. We can praise his prowess and claim he would make a great pirate, or make a direct offer to take him along on our next adventure. Well, sure, why not? We do have an inkling though. Okay. So let's see, we can just go here and then embark on that journey, I guess? There we go. Oh, it's the spies of the Golden Chain. They will work for us if we provide the goods. Well, we have stone blocks, we have booze, and we have coin, so I don't see why not. Allied spies have discovered Machado's secret. It appears he has brought family to these parts, a daughter. He currently keeps her cooped up in a hidden estate near Port Concordat. Ooh, we can go and steal the family of the Admiral to entice him to cooperate, I guess. And while we're at it, let's liberate Blackwater as well and complete the Empire Principal Points questline. Let's venture into some higher level zones as well.
There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy, as the poet said. He failed to mention the dark depths of the sea. There, only nightmares dwell.
This is where the mighty Kraken dwells, a creature as old as time. Once
Yeah,
worshipped
we've
as a
met.
god. Aye, what a legendary battle that would be.
Let's talk about the giant squid in the room. There is obviously more than one Kraken. It's not a god, just some kind of animal from a bygone age.
Many ships have been lost in these waters. Survivors speak of sea monsters. Gosh, I'd love to see them. Imagine if we could tame a Kraken.
Tame? Really?
What now? I've come to expect that kind of crazy talk from Scarlet, but I didn't know you also had a death wish, Van Horn.
Okay, so we rescue the lone survivor of a shipwreck. Staring into the void with haunted eyes, he keeps muttering the same ominous words. The great scuttler, always lurking, nowhere to hide, he'll come. He always comes. And actually, as I was going up to this exploration event, I got attacked by a level 5 event Kraken, and we survived, barely. So we can either go for some notoriety points, we visit experienced sailors to understand what we're up against, or we stalk the stalker. I think we're gonna stalk the stalker and pick up some more seafaring points. Okay, we are capturing the Admiral's daughter. Wait, she's the... Who's she? Is that Amara? Okay. With great difficulty, we kidnapped the Admiral's daughter and set sail. The crew can't believe their eyes when we hold a woman on board. It's Amara?
For the premiere.
Go of me, you filthy hounds!
Amara? She's the daughter?
You will regret this!
On the contrary, dear. With you as our hostage, your father will be forced to sit still.
Okay. Didn't expect that to be the twist in that particular quest chain. Okay. Well, apparently, if you piss off the Admiral, he sends a 6 health level 5 ship towards your base. Now, I didn't actually realize this. I'm not sure how long this has been up already. The only reason I did notice that because of I ran out of wine in one of my ports. But yeah, I think I probably have to build another couple of towers. Now, we have more advanced towers. However, they need cannonballs and stuff like that as ammunition, which I don't really have. So I'm hoping if I just build a couple of level 1 towers, that is actually going to do the job as well. The main challenge is going to be to find a place to put those so I can actually shoot at the incoming enemy. I might have to build another pirate town over here, so I can just put up a whole bunch of those towers on the side here. Well, that is a whole mountain full of cannons. I built another 5 to complement the one I already had, so that should take out the ship, assuming we can build the ammunition quickly enough. Speaking of Amara, we can also do the event here. One of our own collaborated with the Crown, but we enacted swift justice. We've become united in our ambitions. The time has come to make our dreams reality. Huzzah!
This will have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it will. You will not lift a finger against us, dear Admiral.
We wouldn't want something to happen to her. Would you?
We'll see about that. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Let's put you to the test.
Did something just get built here? Huh, okay. So, let's see. Tension rises at Admiral Potts. Who among us will falter? I don't know. Is this doing anything? I actually don't know. However, in the meanwhile, why are you... Oh, you actually have not enough housing. How did you just run out of housing? I don't know, but we can probably find you somewhere to live. There we go. Okay, so... let's see, what do we have to do? Oh, Amara's cage. We can embark to that quest as well. Let's see. We visit Amara in her cell. She smiles grimly. So now our role has reversed. You won't kill me, surely. You need me as leverage against my father. Her smile grows tighter still. We can throw dead rats at her, make fun of her, or offer her a place in her crew? Let's go for that. You must be out of your mind. I will not betray my father. He... For a moment, she's silent. Maybe tempted? Enough! Leave me to my boredom. Well, I'm still not convinced that she... There we go.
You know where to find me.
Okay. Let's check back in with her, I guess. Alright, pirates, I'll play your game. I've had enough of being put in cages, but you will have to convince me. Why should I, of all people, ever choose the pirate life? We live to sail the seas. You sound convinced, at least. Are you convinced enough to trust me with a ship? Rest assured, I will not flee. There's a cage waiting for me wherever I go.
Free at last. Quite the haven you've built here. I'll have a look around if you don't mind.
Okay. So... let me check out the quests. Amara the prisoner. We let her run. Let's not give her a ship just yet and see how she fits in. Okay, so we're not she's not a captain yet, but it seems like we're on the path. And look at the amount of quests that I'm still working on, by the way. Well, this is interesting. The quest line around the carpenter that wanted to play pirate apparently ends, or at least I assume this is the end, in an event that allows me to deactivate all Crown Patrol danger states in the world? Okay, so that means we're never going to be randomly attacked by Crown Patrols anymore? That seems like something worth doing. Uh-oh, Amara is nowhere to be found. No sign of a fight either. It quickly becomes clear that one of us has been bribed by the Crown and handed her over to Machado's spies. Oh, okay.
The idiot who fell for Machado's bribe. Machado has power.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. I'd rather cut a deal than sink with this weak.
Teach? It was you?
The lot of you. Amara was our gambit against Machado. Machado's spy ship is taking her back to her father. We can't allow that. After them.
Hold on, hold on. Where's that ship? It's not that one. Hold on. Hold on. It's not the one. Oh, okay, so it's in this direction. That's quite far off, though.
We shouldn't come anywhere near this place unless we're ready.
Okay, noted.
Fort Vandekroon, built by the Dutch.
Dutch, yes.
Fortified by the French. Garrisoned by the Spanish. If there's a symbol of the Crown's unnatural order, this is it. It has to fall.
Judging from the flags, the Dutch are still here, though.
Really named Vandekroon. Fort of the Crown? Seriously? Proof that when you have coin and power, you don't need imagination.
Fort Vandekroon is the linchpin of the old order. If it falls, the crown falls. Out with the old world, in with the new. A world of countless opportunities.
Let the shipwrecks surrounding these cursed walls be a reminder that the corrupt old world won't go down without a fight. Oh, I can't wait.
So the way Honorata pronounced Vandekroon sounded so extremely Dutch. I'm wondering if the voice actor is actually Dutch as well. I could probably look that up, but anyway, it seems that this is kind of the endgame zone. Let me pause there for a moment. Hold on, hold on. So, right, we have level 6 quests in here. That's going to be a thing. Although we do have a level 4 quest over here as well. The Machado spy ship quest that we have for, hopefully... Can we take that on? Well, we might actually be able to do this. That's interesting. Well, no time like the present, I guess. Meanwhile, I unlocked another zone, and this is all about El Dorado. And of course, we're going to have to go with the wealth quest for that particular one. And that's actually for a couple of reasons, because, well, we have the wealth-related reefer ship over here anyway. Look at those quests, by the way. Do you want to have a wealth quest, or a wealth quest? Oh, look, a level 5 treasure cave. That's a boatload of stuff with a event that we might actually be able to do compared to the recommended stats, at least. Yeah, I might be able to clear out all of this with Timothy, maybe. Let's find out. Well, we took care of the spy ship, at least. That was no problem whatsoever. Hey, there we go. We keep an eye out for Amara and see her emerge between the flames. She hesitates for a moment, then nods and jumps over to our vessel. Welcome back, Amara. And this is going to unlock her as a captain. That is awesome.
So, I guess pirate life is for me after all. Who would have thought?
I sure didn't.
So the reports are true. You collaborate with pirates, daughter. Then be prepared to be punished as such.
I fear our leverage has just disappeared. Be ready for what's to come.
Uh-oh. Well, Machado found a weakness in our crew and exploited it with drastic consequences. Our morale was damaged, but we emerged stronger from it. Together to victory. That was a very interesting plot twist there, but I'm very happy to now have Amara as a captain. Meanwhile, I finished another quest. In this case, it was for some seafaring points, so we are stacking up a lot of those points to spend. Meanwhile, the Admiral has arrived with a big-ass ship at our cove, but we have all our cannons ready, so I think this should just, you know, die? Well, let's find out. So all our cannons, or our towers, I should say, are now firing on the ship. There's 6 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Yeah. I was just double-checking my math. They all have ammunition, so I think this thing should just, you know, die. And so it did. The island is protected, and we gain 5 cohesion from that. Was that it? No, no speech from the Admiral or anything like that? I guess not.
I can get you into the inner circle, but I'm going to need your help too. Over the years, I've built quite the reputation for myself. I've pulled some strings, greased some palms. Now we'll see if it all paid off.
Okay, that was a little bit unexpected, but I think I just unlocked a new captain simply by going to this zone. It's kind of the rich people's area, but yeah, it seems we got another captain added to our crew. Don't worry though, I'll just do some other quests as well, which includes apparently fighting giant crabs. I love some of these events, they're so over the top. And that event was actually one of the main quests, and we defeated the guardian crab in the retreats below the waves. As we make for the open sea, we spot sentinels of the hidden tribe at the jungle's edge, observing us with a cool disdain. No doubt they are of the eyes and ears of the Iguanama.
Warning. If the Alliance thinks sending you will swear me, they are mistaken. The hidden tribe has enough duties. I will not add a war to the pile. Not even for you, Enrique.
Aw.
That wench hates your guts, runt. Don't tell me she's the leader of that blasted tribe.
Close enough. She's what they call a cacica. She's also my sister.
Ooh.
Bloody hell. Did we just fight a giant crab so you could have a family visit?
What? No taste for tribe politics? This is nothing, believe me. Let's report to the Alliance. I'll figure something out soon.
You really have to play this game if you haven't done so at this point yet, guys. Some of these events are just so over the top, it's really fun. Anyway, we have negotiated with the hidden tribe, but it remains fruitless for now. We are commended for our help, but it is clear that if we want to come out on top of this business, we'll have to get involved into tribe politics. Well, I guess that's another mission we'll have to do.
This whole tribe alliance business is getting a bit too complicated for my taste.
Yep.
It's nothing new. Put enough people together, and every rotting party wants their way of things. That alliance needs someone to scare the living hell out of everyone. Put everyone in their place.
I
with
love
fear.
Teach.
Well now, and if that someone happens to be us,
We'll gain control of this alliance, just like that. And then we'll be unstoppable.
As a side note, I've been doing quests for several hours at this point without having built anything new on my island, as you can see the result of, or some of the result of that. And I'm still nowhere done in terms of doing quests. I mean, if you want, you can spend several evenings just questing and being a pirate, basically. There seems to be another mission here where we can unlock a new captain, and it also seems like if we have a Fudo Shack and a Shrine of the Sea, we could just bypass this quest altogether and just recruit her straight up. Huh. Or, we'll actually have to do a chain of missions. I actually don't mind doing the missions, but it's interesting that if you have already proven yourself, you can just entirely skip this mission and just get this new captain. Well, Audencia, the other captain that we just encountered, we didn't actually unlock her straight away. You just had to do a pretty short and low-level quest chain, actually. I think most of the quests were just level 3, and we got another 2 Empire points and a Wealth point. And I think actually the points you get might have depended on what specific options I picked during the quest, because there were some ones that looked kind of the same, but they were more a role-playing type of thing. Anyway, I don't know, but that's another 3 points in the pocket and another captain. And speaking of captains, apparently all we needed to do to recruit Akua was attack a certain ship. It was a powerful ship, don't get me wrong, but yeah, we got her as well as another Empire point. And even though I have been spamming the quests for hours at this point, as you can see, I'm still not even close to done with all the side quests that are available, and that's not even counting all the repeatable quests that are on the map as well. That said, I did actually clear out all the level 4 main quests, and did quite a few other things along the way as well, and most importantly, I'm running low on resources. Now, I have to say this actually pleasantly surprised me, because when I first saw that the newest crew would need an upkeep resource that I would have to, you know, go out and loot, I was like, that's gonna be annoying because I have to do that all the time. Well, actually, I only did those initial couple of raids like last episode. I'm not even sure how much wine I had, like 2500 or so. I've been completely ignoring this for hours on end at this point, and that's not even counting the fact that I'm playing most of this at triple speed, or what is it, quadruple speed, yeah. And only now am I starting to run really low on wine, and that's only because I have refused to bring my ships back home, because I just wanted to see how much crazy loot I could gather before I did exactly that. But that's nice and all, but I think it's now time to go back since I'm officially out of wine. And let's see what my people brought with them. As you can see, I now have several hours worth of wine available, thanks to all of that. And, well, apparently we're not even going to be able to just look at it in peace. I also brought quite a bit more tobacco with me, and, well, honestly, just take a look at it. There's so much loot in these ships, it's just insane. And on top of that, we have tons and tons of people on these ships as well. So, a lot of pearls, apparently. I got some more advanced resources here as well. And some more tobacco. Yeah, we're not running out of that stuff anytime soon. And, you know, getting all that loot at the same time is kind of interesting and made for a fun video, I hope. But there's a little bit of a problem with that, because as you can see, all my pirates are now extremely unhappy. Not really because they don't have enough stuff, but because I just brought 1,000 of them to the islands at the same time, and we don't have quite enough housing for them. So what I think we'll do in the next episode is do some major upgrading of my base, because at this point, honestly, this is probably not the optimal way to play this, but the way I've been playing it now is do a lot of quests and then do a lot of building. You're kind of supposed to do those two things at the same time, I guess. But yeah, there are several new materials that we could be building, like flag makers and tool makers and stuff like that. As well as some other stuff like tinkerers, and we have almost 14,000 gold now in our bank as well. So that should allow me to build a couple of interesting buildings, like for example maybe the Ocean Colosseum, which is then going to make sure I never have to lose people again, I guess, I hope. Let's find out. And I have 46 compass points to share out as well. So most of them came from quests. Apparently we also did some deeds, we did some smuggling runs, we did 50 events with Enrique. I think I started out like 10 before I started this whole spree of quests. We pillaged some ports, we produced some pitch, we discovered some regions, we discovered all the regions apparently, and we did some quests with Jonah as well. A lot of quests with Jonah, so that was several more points actually. We did some treasure caves, we produced a lot of ink, and we definitely did 10 events with the Raven. I was about to say, probably a little bit more than that. 50 events with the Raven done right there. So that is 49 more points to spread. I think it's pretty safe to say we'll be unlocking some tier 6 ships. And remember, I've done all of this just sailing around in tier 4 ships for now. So I think we're going to kind of skip past the level 5 ships and go straight into the tier 6 category. But I have no idea what we're actually going to need in order to do that. So let's find out in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this massive questing spree. I only showed you like 10% probably of all the quests I've done. Hopefully the most important ones, the most interesting ones, but there were a lot of fun ones amongst the ones I didn't get you to show. There are some other problems, by the way, in my base as well, before I forget, because resources do run out, and I think where's my little cave where I'm making the turtles? Yeah, so the turtles actually ran out, for example. Now that doesn't mean that we have 0 turtles, but it does mean we currently only get 50% of the turtles I was getting before. So all of that might also require us to rethink some of our production lines a little bit, if we even need all those turtles anymore, because remember, this is going to go into the stew that I might no longer need if I'm actually going to go into tier 6 ships now. Anyway, before I keep talking for another hour, I hope you had fun. If you're still here, you're awesome, and I hope to catch you in the next one.